Hi, I'm Dawn Fable,
And I'm Christina Neukam.
and we're here to present you with some information about AP English Language and Composition.
This is Christina Neukam. I've been here at Brebeuf for 13 years currently, and I've previously taught at Brownsburg High School and Orange High School in North Carolina. Besides AP English Language, I also teach Honors English 9, and I've been teaching AP for the last 20 years. One of the biggest things that I love about AP is that connection we get to make with students between nonfiction and current events.
I'm Miss Fable, and I have taught at Brebeuf for 4 years. Previously, I taught at Cathedral High School and Avon High School. I also teach English 11, and I also teach newspaper. And one of my favorite things about AP Lang is helping students become more informed critical readers of things like advertising, news media, and political rhetoric. So we have a little bit of a course overview for you. First, the course focuses on argumentative writing, rhetorical analysis of nonfiction, and decisions writers make as they compose and revise. Students evaluate, synthesize, and cite research to support arguments, as well as analyze nonfiction texts from a range of disciplines and historical periods. The course aligns to introductory college level rhetoric and writing curriculum. A qualifying score, which varies depending on the school you apply to, on the AP exam allows students to earn college credit for freshman composition courses. Students learn how to write effective argument essays, how to write for specific purposes and audiences, and how to analyze the choices writers make in creating an argument, whether it's in writing or through visuals. While we teach the specific essay types that are found on the AP exam, we also challenge students to write a variety of nonfiction pieces, including letters, resumes, editorials, and narratives. The curriculum prepares the students for the final exam, but we also want to prepare students for types of writing that they may encounter in college. The course focuses on nonfiction, including essays, articles, and speeches and visuals, like advertisements, photos, and political cartoons.
When it comes to coursework and expectations, students can assume that most homework is going to require them to read materials in order to prepare for the next day's class, along with assessments that challenge students to engage with that material. And assessments in this class are generally going to include essays, both ones that we time in class and ones that the students work on outside of class, as well as quizzes, progress checks, and those are done through a course called AP Classroom. While students will learn from modeling and examples during class, they should also expect to spend about an hour per week outside of class on assignments. However, while writing take home essays and working on larger projects, some additional time may be required. And throughout the year, as I mentioned, AP Classroom, which is a College Board site, and in class, students will be taking practice multiple choice assessments to check for understanding of the material covered in class. These assessments are aligned to the College Board's unit plans for the course and are meant to give the students feedback on their mastery of the required skills. Students should expect at least one independent reading assignment per semester, focusing on full length nonfiction pieces. As for essays, we will require students to write AP style essays in the required time for the test, but we do not start the course immediately under that time pressure.
We would like to offer also some advice for the course and also some advice that students would offer up. It's really important for students to keep up with their reading assignments for this class and to use class time effectively to do their work. Time management is one of those things that students cite as being really crucial in doing well in this course. Students should use feedback both on their writing and their assessments to improve their skills as the course continues. We take the time to make sure that you get that feedback so that you are able to continually improve your writing. When asked, students currently taking the course said they struggled the most with writing coherent, well thought out essays in a time limited environment. With practice, though, that struggle definitely decreases. This course is set around multiple large projects that require students to break the assignments into smaller pieces. Students tend to struggle with time management when it comes to those assignments if they don't break them down into smaller chunks. When it comes to advice for preparing for this class, students should know that the key to success lies with their ownership of their own learning. This course is set up as a composition course, which means that there will be ample practice in writing essays. While students admit that writing an essay under timed conditions is difficult at first, we teachers ease them into that process through direct instruction. It is also difficult for students to manage their time wisely as bigger projects are used to assess student learning, not small homework assignments daily. One last piece of advice for students is to utilize their resources, their teachers and teacher comments, as well as the websites like AP Classroom.
And finally, we want to talk a little bit about the AP exam that will happen at the end of the spring semester in May. The exam consists of 45 multiple choice questions over several nonfiction texts, and the students will have an hour to complete that if they're on regular testing time. And then students will write 3 essays, which again in regular testing time should be 2 hours and 15 minutes. Of those essays, there are 3 different types. One is a rhetorical analysis of a nonfiction text. One is an argumentative essay over a provided topic. And one is a synthesis essay in which students make a claim based on several provided texts. As for the multiple choice, we give students practice exams and passages, as well as utilize the progress checks on AP Classroom. So again, throughout the course, students will have lots of practice on both timed and untimed essays, as well as those multiple choice practices, both in class and online. We are also a skills-based course. Everything we do in the class prepares students for the exam. So as we approach May and the test date, there will be class time dedicated to reviewing for the exam.